They said the desert keeps secrets, bones under sand, bullets under silence, and names forgotten quicker than they were spoken. But that day, one name would echo through every canyon and saloon from Texas to Santa Fe. The name was Cass Turner, a cowboy who carried guilt heavier than gold. Cut to a lone shack, half buried in dust, with a faded sign reading Bell Creek Trading Post. Cass reins in his horse, dismounts, and walks toward the door. Inside, a short man with spectacles squints up from behind a ledger. "Trader, you're late, Turner. Been 3 weeks since you said you'd bring her back." "Cass, I brought what was left." He tosses a blood-stained scarf onto the counter. The trader flinches. "Trader, that ain't her, Cass. That's proof of a corpse." "Cass, not unless the devil pays more than $3 for a heartbeat." The trader stares. Then, from behind the curtain, a voice, soft, defiant, cuts through the tension. Captive off-screen. "I told you I'd rather die than be bought back." The curtain parts. A woman steps out, young, fierce. Her hands bound by rope but her eyes burning brighter than the desert sun. Her name, Alara Bain, daughter of a railroad tycoon. Kidnapped for ransom by a gang Cass once rode with. Narrator. 3 days before, Cass Turner had ridden into the outlaw camp. 6 bullets in his gun and a promise on his tongue. He told their leader he'd come to buy freedom, not blood. Flashback, campfire, gun smoke, tense laughter. Cass stands before the gang. Gang leader Rourke. $3? You're yoking, boy. Her old man offered $3,000. Cass, I ain't her old man. I'm the fool that left her behind. Rourke. Then maybe you pay in lead, not cash. Cass tosses $3 silver into the dirt. They glitter under the moonlight. Cass. Gunfire erupts. Cass dives, fires back. Dust, horses screaming. When the smoke clears, Rourke and 2 others are dead. The rest flee. Cass cuts Alara's ropes. She glares at him like he's the executioner. "Alara, you think that makes us even?" Cass. "No, ma'am. It just makes us alive." Back to present, the trading post. Cass faces Alara, now free, but not forgiven. "Traitor, she don't seem too grateful, Turner." Cass. "She ain't supposed to be." "Alara, you think saving me erases what you did. You sold me to them once. I won't be sold again." Cass looks down, ashamed. He places $3 on the counter, the same coins from that night, still stained with gunpowder. Cass. "Then take these. That's the price I paid to buy you back. Call it redemption or insult. Either way, I'm done running." The trader backs away. The air thickens. Outside, thunder grumbles. A sandstorm brews on the horizon. Narrator. But redemption in the West was never paid in silver, only in blood. And Cass Turner's debt was far from settled. Door slams open. 3 horsemen burst through the storm, bandanas over faces, rifles drawn. They're what's left of Rourke's gang. Outlaw 1. There he is, the traitor. Outlaw 2. And the girl. Rourke said she's worth more than gold. Gunfire shatters the silence. Cass dives behind a barrel, pulls his revolver. Alara grabs a shotgun from the counter. "Alara, you brought them here, didn't you?" Cass. "No, ma'am. Trouble just rides faster than I do." They return fire. Bullets splinter wood. Glass explodes. One outlaw drops. Another screams, clutching his leg. Narrator. For a man trying to buy back his soul, Cass Turner sure spent it quick. Traitor. You killed them all?" CASS reloading. "Not all. One always runs. One always tells. That's how legends start, and how they die." He holsters his gun, looks at Alara. She's bleeding from a graze on her arm. CASS quietly. "You okay?" "Alara, you paid $3 for me, cowboy. Don't start acting like I'm priceless now." She smirks through the pain, proud, unbroken. Cass nods, faint smile. The storm outside grows darker, swallowing the horizon. They say the desert forgets no sin. Every hoofprint, every drop of blood, the sand remembers. And Cass Turner's trail was blazing brighter than any sunrise. Cass rides ahead, scanning the dark horizon. Alara rides behind, her sleeve torn where a bullet grazed her arm. "Alara, where are we going, Turner? You've been riding like a man chased by angels." Cass. "Closer to hell than heaven, ma'am. A place called Ash Hollow." Ain't much left there but ghosts and one old friend. Who owes me a drink or a bullet? Wind howls through the canyons. The horses crest a ridge and look down at a dying town. 3 buildings leaning in the wind, a church, a saloon, and a jail half collapsed. Narrator, Ash Hollow, once a mining boomtown. Now, just the echo of greed and gunfire. Perfect place to bury a past. They dismount. Cass ties the horses. He keeps his hand near his gun as they enter the saloon. Inside, a single lantern burns. A bartender with gray hair and a missing eye looks up. Bartender, well, I'll be damned. Cass Turner, the ghost who owes me $12 and a bottle of rye. Cass, make it 13. I brought company. Alara steps forward. The bartender's eyes narrow. Bartender, that the Bane girl? The one worth a fortune? Boy, every bounty hunter west of the river's sniffing after her. Alara, I'm not for sale. Not anymore. Cass drops $3 silver on the counter. The same ones he'd used to buy her freedom. Cass, that's all the blood money I've got left. We need food, horseshoes, and a place to rest. Bartender grinning. Rest in Ash Hollow? You're more likely to meet your maker than a mattress. He pours 2 glasses of whiskey anyway. Cass drinks. Alara doesn't. Narrator, for a heartbeat. It was peace, warm liquor, roof overhead. The storm outside fading. But in the west, peace was always a prelude to gunfire. A door creaks open. Shadows move. 4 men step inside. Bounty hunters, rifles gleaming. Leader, Cass Turner, wanted for murder, theft, and aiding the Bane girl's escape. Dead or alive'll do. Cass sighs, sets his glass down. Cass, always dead or alive, never forgiven. Gunfire explodes. Tables flip. Bottles shatter. Cass dives behind the bar, fires twice. 2 men drop. Alara grabs a rifle from the wall and joins him. Alara, guess your old friend sent for company. Cass, guess so. A bullet tears through Cass's shoulder. He grits his teeth, fires again. Silence, only. The whistle of the wind through. Broken glass remains. Narrator, when the smoke cleared, Cass was bleeding bad. The girl standing over him like a sentinel carved from fury. Alara, you can't keep running, Cass. They'll never stop. CASS Weekly. Then I stop running. Right here. He pulls himself to his feet and staggers toward the church outside. The moonlight spills across the broken pews. Narrator, Cass Turner had spent years praying with his gun. Tonight, he prayed with his silence. Alara follows, binding his wound. Alara, why me, Cass? You could have walked away. You owed me nothing. Cass, I owed myself a reason to stand for something again. And you were it. Thunder rumbles. Hoofbeats approach. A dozen riders, Rourke's remaining gang, led by his brother Kane, storm into town. Kane, Turner, you killed my kin. Come out and pay. Cass holsters his revolver, eyes cold. CASS to Alara, you ride east. Don't look back. Alara, not this time. If death's comin', we face it together. They step into the open street. The air crackles. Lightning flashes over the desert. The gang spreads out, rifles aimed. Narrator, 100 stories started like this. Dust, hate, and too much pride. But only one would end with a man buying his soul for $3. Gunfire erupts. Cass and Alara fight side by side. Cass's bullets sing through the night. Alara drops 2 riders with dead-eye precision. But Kane's shot catches Cass in the chest. Alara screaming. Cass, he falls, bleeding, but smiling faintly. CASS rasping. Guess I overpaid. Alara drags him behind a trough, returns fire. When the smoke settles, only Kane remains, limping, enraged. Kane, you think this ends with you to breathin'? Alara levels the revolver. Alara, no, it ends with him remembered. She fires. Kane falls. Silence returns. Narrator, when the dust cleared, the storm had finally died. Cass Turner lay still beneath a bleeding sky. Alara kneels beside him, tears mixing with rain. CASS whispering, tell the world, a man can't buy redemption, but he can die trying. His hand slips from hers. The wind carries his last breath across the desert. The rider stops at the grave, a rough stone with $3 silver stacked on top. Rider, so it's true. 3 coins for a soul. He kneels, brushes the dust from the inscription carved with a knife. Cass Turner paid in full. Narrator. Folks said his mother was the woman who once rode with Cass, the Bain girl. Cut to flashback, a woman in her 40s. Alara Bain, teaching a boy to shoot in the desert dusk. Alara echoing. A gun's not for killing, Jesse, it's for keeping your word. Jesse Child. Did he keep his? Alara. He died trying. That's what makes a legend. Back to present. Jesse stands, eyes on the horizon. A dust cloud rises, riders coming fast. Bounty hunters, armed and hungry for gold. Narrator. The past had come for him, same as it came for his father. But this time, it wasn't redemption they wanted. It was proof the legends still had blood left to spill. Leader. You're the Bain boy, ain't ya? Word is your ma's sittin' on old Turner's gold. We'll take her off your hands, and the legend too. Jesse doesn't flinch. He lifts his hat, revealing eyes cold as steel. Jesse, you want the legend? Come earn it. Gunfire cracks like thunder. Horses rear. The fight is fast, brutal, dust and blood mixing under the burning sun. When it ends, only Jesse and the leader remain. Leader spitting blood. Heard your old man was faster. Jesse, he was, but I aim truer. He fires once, silence. Narrator. Every bullet that fell seemed to carry an echo of Turner's ghost. Whispering through the ages, redemption don't die easy. Jesse holsters his gun, mounts his horse. He looks once more at the grave, the 3 coins glinting in the sun. Jesse, rest easy, old man. I'll keep the story alive. He rides off. The camera pans up, vast sky, clouds parting like a curtain. In the wind, faintly, Cass Turner's voice echoes. CASS faint, ghostly. A man can't buy redemption, but he can leave it behind. Lightning flashes in the far-off hills. The screen fades to black. Narrator. They buried him where the road bends east. 3 silver dollars stacked on the stone. Some say she rides still, the girl he saved, keeping his name alive in every whisper of sand. Fade to dawn, sunlight over the desert grave.